Hi everyone. Today we are sharing important updates every international student in the US needs to know. We will be discussing the changes to F-1 student regulations effective September 15th, 2026. Let's start with the biggest change. Previously, international students were admitted under duration of status, meaning you could remain in the US as long as you maintained valid F-1 status. Under the new regulations, duration of status will be replaced by a fixed period of admission, which will be based on the program end date listed on the Form I-20 issued by the school. What does this mean for you? Your F-1 status will no longer last until you finish your program. Instead, your admission will have a fixed expiration date based on your Form I-20. If you need more time to complete your studies, you must file Form I-539 application to extend change non-immigrant status with USCIS before your authorized stay expires. Looking at fixed periods by program type, most F-1 students in academic programs will receive an initial admission period of up to 4 years. However, students enrolled in language training programs will face stricter limits, receiving a maximum period of admission of 2 years. If you apply to USCIS for an extension of stay, your total period of admission generally cannot exceed 4 years. There are also changes to grace periods and school transfers. The grace period after program completion, or OPT, is reduced from 60 days to 30 days. Regarding transfer restrictions, F-1 students may transfer only to a higher education level. Transfers to the same or a lower level are no longer permitted. Now, here is some specific information for NY Art Studio students. Our 3-year certificate program has a typical program duration of approximately 3 years and 9 months under our academic calendar. This is structured to fit perfectly within the typical 4-year initial admission period. Also, when applying to post-completion OPT under the new rules, you may also need to file a Form I-539 for an extension if your fixed admission period is expiring. If you are considering transferring to another school at the same education level, we strongly recommend completing your SEVIS transfer before September 15th, 2026. Transfers processed after the new regulations take effect may be subject to additional requirements, including transfers generally being limited to a higher education level, a required USCIS extension of stay or Form I-539, and additional USCIS filing fees and processing time. If you have firm plans to transfer, complete your SEVIS transfer before September 15th, 2026, whenever possible, so your transfer can be processed under the regulations in effect before the new rule becomes effective. Please remember, this presentation provides a general overview of the new F-1 regulations and is not legal advice. Immigration requirements vary based on individual circumstances. Interested in transferring before September 15th, 2026, or learning more about our 3-year certificate program, contact New York Art Studio to learn more about our admission process.